morning, good afternoon, good evening, veterans, wherever you are at. Thank you for your service to our country. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Off the Battlefield podcast presented by Veterans Claim Servants. Today, we're going to be talking about Project 2025. I'm going to give you some updates and some of the disastrous impacts that it can have on us as veterans. So we need to stay educated. We need to stay informed. And that's what this channel is for. Like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, share this out with someone that can use this information. And as always, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for serving this country. I am a veteran serving veterans. So Project 2025, what is it? It's a policy initiative by the Heritage Foundation proposing major reforms to the federal government, including the VA. The project aims to make government agencies, quote unquote, more efficient and aligned with conservative values. For the VA, it suggests changes like increasing privatization, streamlining the disability claims process, and revising eligibility criteria for benefits. So I kind of want to get into streamlining the VA disability claims process. What they're saying is more automation. Project 2025, it emphasizes the need for increased automation in the VA claims process to reduce delays and improve accuracy. I don't know that that's going to help reduce delays and improve accuracy by an automated system spitting out some sort of rating. What they seem to think is by automating repetitive and time-consuming tasks, the VA could process claims more efficiently, potentially cutting down the long wait times that many veterans currently experience. My problem is there is enough clear and unmistakable errors, enough higher level reviews having to be done, and enough duty to assist errors to the veteran. A lot of mistakes are happening by humans. What makes us think that the technology is going to be better than the human eye? Because you have to have discernment. You have to have give and take. You have to be able to understand and hear what a veteran is going through. And I believe that you can't take the human element out of that at all. And there's already enough mistakes in the VA. So my problem is if you are going to automate things, then what happens to the human element of things? That means you're going to cut the workforce. So how about when we as veterans need help? We already have long enough wait times. It's already hard to reach someone. For instance, sign up for VAgov or try to download the VA benefits app on your phone. Heck, I bet half of veterans don't even know that there's a VA benefits app that's available to them on their phone. They don't even know that, especially the older veterans. They don't know about that. So you can't even reach someone to sign up for VA.gov. And it's like going through all this red tape and just craziness to try to get your password and all of that stuff for VA.gov just to log on to file a claim. It could be a super pain in the butt. It is not an easy process. And we already see some of those ramifications. People get frustrated and they just give up. They just give up because they can't reach someone. So, I want to encourage, you can't take away the human element. Humans were designed to interact with one another, so you cannot take away that human element. I get that there are things that could be sped up and stuff, but I really hope that whatever automations that they're going to implement, right, don't hurt us as veterans. That's my cause for concern with this whole Project 2025 and this quote unquote streamlining things. They also seem to think that Project 2025 will help reduce fraud and improper payments. The project identifies improper payments estimated at $500 million annually as a critical issue. Right. So it all boils down to money is what it really boils down to. To address this, Project 2025 calls for enhanced tools, better training, and possibly regulatory changes to reduce these costly errors. This might include more stringent verification processes and the use of data analytics to detect fraudulent claims, right? So again, if you're getting a nexus or a disability benefits questionnaire, you need to be careful who you're going to. You need to be careful that they're not just whipping up something and just throwing it in there and just using a templated format. Every claim that you need to, or that you do, or every disability benefits questionnaire or nexus letter, if you're in the middle of that process right now and you're in need of one or you're secondary in something, it needs to be specific to your situation and your conditions. And you need to make sure that that doctor checks out your medical records in your C file and all the evidence that they have, not just whipping up something that doesn't make no sense and looks fraudulent. Because I'm telling you, the VA is on the lookout for stuff like that. Even right now, they are looking to reduce fraud. We see things going on about fraud, and basically fraudulent and detection and signs of fraud are just whipping up things. You know, you're in Georgia, you got a doctor out in California, you were never seen for headaches, and all of a sudden you got headaches out of here, you know, and out of nowhere, and you're at 91% or something of that nature. You need to be, you need to make sure that you legitimately have the issue, that you have the complaints, and that it's in your treatment records, and that it's a legitimate issue. That's what they're talking about when they're talking about fraud, not just trying to whip up things just to be at 100%. You know, look, you deserve where you need to be. I'm not saying that you don't deserve to be at 100% or anything like that, but I'm telling you, that's one of the emphasis that Project 2025 is trying to eliminate, because too much is going out. That's the bottom line. A lot is going out against the budget. People don't like that, and it's got to do with the money. I always tell people, follow the money, and you'll find where people's hearts lie. You know, unfortunately. And look, as a veteran, get what you can get the benefits that you deserve, honestly and integrally, and keep pushing forward. It's reassessing the disability ratings. Look, we're already seeing that in 2025. Tinnitus, sleep apnea, mental health. In my opinion, they're making these things harder. Tinnitus, they're taking it away as a standalone rating and coupling it together with hearing loss, which is going to reduce being able to secondary some things. Sleep apnea, the ratings are going down. It's a lot more. It's already difficult to get, right? It's a pretty tough thing to get service-connected sleep apnea, but now it's going to even be more difficult with the ratings, and they're kind of lowering those ratings for sleep apnea. And the mental health criteria, I don't know that I think it's becoming more stringent. They're making things more stringent and more difficult to get than they already are. Okay. So it's very, very important to understand some of the things that they're doing. The risks and concerns that I have are the reduced access to care. So the push towards privatization may lead to a reduction in the availability and quality of care for veterans, like I was talking about earlier, particularly those who depend on VA hospitals and clinics for specialized services. Privatization could result in a fragmented healthcare experience where veterans may have to navigate multiple providers with varying levels of expertise in treating veterans' specific needs. If you're slashing workers and you're slashing federal workers from the VA, then where does that leave the veteran, and what kind of care are they really going to get? I can tell you right now, with my local VA, I'm not getting the proper help that I need. I put in a message to them, had COVID, wasn't able to make an annual appointment, and I'm still fighting to get an appointment right now for myself, and probably need to switch my primary care health doctor by the VA is what's going to end up happening. And this is not even with Project 2025 in effect. So, you know, I don't think the help is top notch. I think that it's gotten better throughout the years, but we're still not where we need to be at. Privatization could result, like I said, in a fragmented healthcare experience where veterans may have to navigate multiple providers with varying levels of expertise in treating veteran specific needs. And there's high turnover within the VA too. Disenrollment from VA healthcare. Veterans without a service connected designation could be disenrolled from VA paid healthcare under Project 2025, further limiting their access to necessary services. This could particularly impact older veterans or those with non-service connected health issues, forcing them to seek care through other, potentially less specialized healthcare systems. Get your claims in, get service connected. You served, you deserve, continue to push forward. And then that is a ripple effect. At the bottom of the totem pole is the increased burden on veterans. Stricter scrutiny of claims and potential reductions in disability ratings could place a heavier financial burden on veterans. There's already enough homeless veterans. Many veterans rely on their disability benefits as a primary source of income, and any reduction in these benefits could have serious consequences for their financial stability and overall well-being. So So Project 2025 represents a significant shift in how veteran services, particularly disability benefits, are managed and delivered. So this project proposes eliminating federal protections for many different things. And like I said, it's calling for a 50% reduction in federal employees within a year and 75% within 4 years. That's huge. That means half 50% reduction in federal employees within a year and 75% within 4 years. It includes measures such as cutting federal jobs, disbanding agencies like the Department of Education, Department of Homeland Security, and privatizing the Transportation Security Administration. These proposals aim to radically reshape the federal government. Veterans make up roughly 30% of the federal workforce, with approximately 300,000 veterans currently employed by the federal government. These individuals, having served their country in the military, you guys, myself, we have chosen to continue our service in a civilian capacity that could bring unparalleled dedication, discipline, and unique skill sets often not found in the private sector. But many of these veterans, including a substantial number who are disabled, find employment in agencies that Project 2025 is targeting for elimination, such as the Justice Department and the FBI. Many other federal agencies are veteran-heavy workplaces, offering opportunities for those who have served to continue contributing to public service, national security, and justice. These agencies are integral to a healthy and functioning government. Their employees include many veterans who have transitioned from military service to civilian roles. Drastically cutting jobs in federal agencies would disproportionately affect veterans, many of whom rely on these positions not only for employment, but also for a sense of purpose and community. The ramifications of reducing the federal workforce extend beyond job losses. It would jeopardize the livelihoods of veterans and undermine the effectiveness of the government. Federal employees are crucial to the operation of various essential services, and the proposed reductions would severely limit the government's ability to function. So it's very, very important to understand that. So again, specific ways that this could harm veterans is the proposed cutting benefits for disabled veterans makes it harder for us to obtain disability benefits by reducing the number of medical conditions that veterans can claim to qualify for disability status. Veterans currently eligible for a disability rating, but who have not yet filed a claim, could be denied benefits entirely, while those who have already filed claims and been granted a disability rating could see their VA disability benefits slashed. It also aims to automate all claims again, which would make it easier to increase denial rates while cutting healthcare coverage for veterans and reducing the quality of care. It also seeks to cut homeless veterans programs and abolish the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, also known as the CFPB, which plays a critical role in protecting veterans from financial fraud and scams. Project 2025 advocates closing numerous VA clinics nationwide, replacing them with community-based outpatient clinics that provide less or a total loss of critical healthcare services for veterans, especially those in rural areas. And Project 2025 would not only call for the privatization of VA healthcare, but also the Department of Defense TRICARE system for those on active duty in the military and their families. This will increase healthcare costs by forcing those with TRICARE medical benefits to use private health insurance providers. Privatizing TRICARE would cut more than $59 million in military healthcare services. Project 2025 also has Medicare and Medicaid Social Security healthcare benefits on the privatization chopping block as well. If this Project 2025 plan is implemented, right, it would be a huge blow to veterans VA healthcare and cause a dramatic increase in veteran homelessness. And I think a ripple effect, which is to suicides. You as a veteran, you as a military member, you have served and put your health and lives on the front line to protect this country, right? There are only roughly 18 to 20 million living American veterans. That's just 6% of the entire U.S. population who has ever served in America's military. So it's important to understand that there are things with Project 2025 that are just not our friend. So again, this Project 2025 represents a significant shift in how services could be rendered to us, slashing of workers, slashing of all of that in more automated processes, which I don't know that it's going to aim to increase efficiency and more. I feel that it would be, from what I'm reading and what I'm seeing, that it's going to be more of a ripple effect and a negative effect and impact on veterans. And we're already seeing it. It's already getting harder to get things service connected, and people are having a hard time, um, enough as it is to navigate this VA loophole and process, this claims process. So stay educated, stay up to date on this. I'm going to continue to keep you informed on this. We need to keep our eye on Project 2025 and the significant impacts that it can have on us as veterans. You need to stay in the fight. But if you have a claim that needs to be submitted, get that claim in. Don't wait. Time is a huge enemy of veterans. Keep pushing forward and get the benefits and everything that you deserve. If you served, you deserve. Don't wait and say, I'm going to wait and put it off. Putting it off can really cost you big time. So I really hope that this veteran helps you. I hope that you got something out of this. These are just some of the ramifications. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just being honest on what it is and keeping us up to date and educated on what Project 2025 is. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, share this out with someone that can use this information. Stay educated, get educated, stay in the fight, and thank you for your service to our country.